More guys, OBIdients don't finally reply very dark man. We know see if some hours ago, very dark man actually dragged Randy Peter over the incident between Randy Peter and Peter Obi. Anyway, for me, looking at the whole incident, I don't think very dark man was completely wrong. I don't think it was completely out of the place. Yeah, why did I say so? Because whatsoever people like Randy Peter, Mama P, Zachary and so on will be doing around Peter Obi, they can either promote Peter Obi or demarket him. And we know that because of the Tinubu factor, we can't take any chances at all for the candidacy of Peter Obi to be demarketed at all. And that's why we must guide every actions, either by people around him or even with the supporters who must guide our actions. So what am I saying in essence? After this very phase, the OBIdients, they don't bring out a very serious bombshell. Like, just hold on, I'm going to show us, okay? And ensure you watch to the end. The OBIdients have brought out a bombshell, and it's something we all need to watch. We all need to listen to the end. And if you at this point you are not supporting Peter Obi, please, no matter what, whoever and whatsoever happens around Peter Obi, please, that is the right man that can turn this country around. That's the right man that can change things in this country. Let's not get distracted. Let's not get distracted. That's my own plea. Let's not get distracted. Before I'll show us the video that the OBIdients they actually released, if you think that what Very Dark Man said earlier was wrong, let me know in the comment box. But if you think that Randy Peter also was actually right, maybe he was just playing around, he was just being childish, let me know in the comment box. If you think that it was totally out of place, also let me know in the comment box. If you think Peter Obi was actually overreacting, also let us know in the comment box. But from my end, I think it was just an avenue for him to get to learn. You know, we learn daily, we learn every day, and we keep growing each day. And if you stop learning, then my dear, you can't progress in life. So anyway, let me allow us to watch the rest of the video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, so that whenever updates like this drop, you get to be among those that get to receive it. Okay, so thank you so much. Let me allow you watch to the end. Thank you.
See the ingenuity of Nigerians. See how talented Nigerians are.
Saddam, make I take my time.
Take your time. Let's continue, please.
Saddam, I don't want to hide my face. Talk this one, and I want to make you record me.
See, now people with a men be this. Now man you be. No be those one where be
ninja. Signature is the bomb. Signature is the bomb. Is the man.
And I did Lagos, so I want me you record me. And I've been saying a few of these things on my podcast. This time we give me not go reach. When I am done, cover the times. When I am done, it will be very, very clear every time I say these things, because it's my popular demand. Every time I am done saying it, people, they always cry for live stream. I did it just a few days ago, and then it was just recently I now realized that the reason why they cry now because they didn't get the same experience. So let me share with you guys. And this is me telling my Lagos lived experience. Now, one of the first thing everybody must understand is that when it concerns leadership, every leader leads out of the abundance of value and life inside of them.
Yeah.
I'll say that again. When it concerns leadership, every leader leads out of the abundance of life inside of them. That's why they always say, exemplary leadership is always going to be the best. And so the government you're currently seeing today, the government of Tinubu, is a government that leads out of the criminality inside of him. The government you're going to experience with Peter Obi is the government that is going to lead out of the decency inside of Peter Obi. The criminality of nepotism, the criminality of divide and conquer. So old man know they learn how to use left hand for old age. Whatever thing you're experiencing from Tinubu today at the federal level was something he already did in Lagos. And I share this Lagos experience. Anybody who live for Lagos, who grew up for Lagos, go fit connect with them. One of the first experience you need to understand is that some guy came back from Chicago after dealing with white vitamin C powder, got into Lagos. And then as at that time, do not forget, every time the South needs a political direction, we look up to the West. Awolowo number one. And so this guy got the platform of the Afenifere who founded AED. In that particular election, of course, haven't done a senator bid. It was between him and Funshaw Williams. And then in that particular election, it was clear. Afenifere said it. Anywhere where fight happened, they will cancel that election. In that particular election, fight happened for Funshaw Williams' side. How it be, we don't know. We don't know Funshaw Williams to be that kind of person. So clearly, Tinubu strategy is very predictable. We know him. Fight happened for Funsho William Place. The moment that fight happened, they cancelled all the election that came from there, Ikorodu and a few of those other places, and that was how Tinubu became the governor of Lagos. 4 years of him being the governor of Lagos, he not do jack. He did nothing, but I will eventually tell you guys what he did. Now, because he was not performing, Lagosians were hungry for Funsho Williams. He was the star boy. We were hungry for Funsho Williams. And but guess what happened? Funsho Williams never came because they buy him for a house for Ikoyi. They killed Funsho Williams like a chicken. Then buy Funsho Williams like chicken. It was very painful. Till date, Lagos hasn't recovered. And then the moment Funsho Williams by now, nobody could take that 4 years from this guy. Tinubu came back again. Guess what Tinubu did? And I'll tell you guys this. Lagos, I don't know why the Yoruba people, I don't want to believe saying at all. I don't know why then they celebrate Tinubu when the real guy they are supposed to be celebrating is the Lateef Jakonde. Lateef Jakonde was the man, the cosmopolitan nature of Lagos, Tinubu destroy him. Cosmopolitan nature of Lagos. Do you know what cosmopolitan means? It means that Lagos accepted all. It was Lateef Jakonde who came out with that language about how Lagos is no man's land. He was not saying it's the land of the Igbos. He was not saying we don't recognize our host. Lateef Jakonde simply said it was a place that gives you inclusivity, receives everybody so that you can thrive. Lagos was the New York of Nigeria. That was from Lateef Jakonde. Away from that, the Marwa came. Lateef Jakonde constructed all the schools that you know. You know the Jakonde schools, right? All the bridges that you know. He transformed Lagos. When Marwa came, Marwa did construction of the inner streets of Lagos and planted primary healthcare everywhere in Lagos. These were the true star boys of Lagos. But guess what happened? In that time in Lagos, nobody was interested about politics. Nobody was interested about it. We better consign us to our local government chairman. We really did not care. It was that political naivety from the real owners of Lagos and all of that. Now this guy in see when they take advantage enter. Nobody, right? So you can become anything in Lagos without necessarily knowing any politician or being involved with politics. And that's why when Peter Obi tells you that the moment he gets into that seat, he's going to make politics less attractive, because any nation where politicians or politics is the biggest enterprise, that nation is gone. Guess what happened? That cosmopolitan nature of Lagos, Tinubu destroyed it. You know how? He destroyed it with a divide and conquer. Who remember? I say them bomb man, then keep man for insider Jegule. It was in that 1999. So one of the first things that Tinubu did was that he factionized every point of Lagos. He made sure that there was ethnic troubles, tribal division. Who remember said then buy people for Idiaraba, loot Idiaraba. He became a Yoruba versus Hausa fight. Who remember when at the year Sheyi they talk? We all grew up in Orile, so you know people can lie in the name of politics. Who remember the Yoruba versus Ilaje fights? The riverines of Lagos. You can ask yourself. So Tinubu did not just cause division among Igbos and Yorubas or any other tribes. He even caused division among Yorubas, because waiting be Yoruba, waiting be Ilaje. Do you know that that division was also extended? Who remember the Yoruba and Ijaw fight? Everything happened in the 1999. If I dey lie, Mona tell me say I dey lie for you. My 12, plenty fight happened there. That was what this guy in this divided. So if you're seeing Nigeria completely divided by ethnic and religion today, now that man handy day. The Lagos we grew up from was a Lagos where Lateef was my best friend as an Igbo boy, where every Igbo child had a good name or had a name. It was a Lagos where every Igbo family go to encourage you, say be a friend with a Yoruba boy and Yoruba girl. It was a Lagos where the real Omoburukus were not the Yorubas. So Tinubu destroyed the handwork culture of Lagos. I'm coming. The handwork culture of the Yoruba people, he destroyed it. The Lagos we grew up from was a Lagos where we knew no tribe. Right? As at that time, if the pursue us come up for us, we'll go sleep inside mosque. We were going to Ile Kewu. We go to the mosque Ile Kewu. That was where we were. We were doing everything. There was no tribe, no name, nothing. Now listen to this. One of the first things that this man did was to make sure that he institutionalized thuggery. And he always asked them, make them come out here and challenge me. Which thug in the whole of Lagos really be Yoruba person at that time? This MC Oluomo one at the CISO, he was not the one ruling Oshodi. The guy who ruling Oshodi, his name was Bomboy. Bomboy was an Neni boy from Anambra. There were other guys in Amukoko, call them Pichi, they were all Igbos, South. So the only people you could consider the thugs or the Omoburukus of Lagos were not the Yorubas. The Yorubas were busy and hungry to go to school. That's why they got into UK when many no go. That's why they got many bank license when many no go. But when Tinubu came, he institutionalized thuggery. And at the moment he institutionalized thuggery, he destroyed the Andwa cultures of the Yorubas. You know what the Andwa cultures is? There was a three-wave that took over all Yoruba young person. One of the first wave was the deeper life wave. We call it the Ayobo. Ayobo wave was the wave where you go to deeper life. When we go deeper life, we'll
Kai. No, don't do this to me, network, please.
Oh,
Don't do this.
network, I beg, go.
No. This is. Let's give priority to our women.
This is
Come
the
on, please,
church.
continue, please.
This is the church. I mean, I was in a platform with Blossy a few minutes ago or an hour ago, myself and Blossy. You know, one thing I want to tell good Nigerians, you've heard the message. This is the sermon. Whenever they start, they are still going through the Western pattern, divide and conquer. They want to go through the route of tribe and the route of religion. Always remember one thing. We might be divided by tribe and religion, but one thing is unifying us right now, and that is poverty. Do not allow anybody to have you sell your conscience. We still lack in basic health care. The educational sector is all-time low. And if you're a Nigerian outside and you are abroad, ask yourself, are you there by choice or you have to force yourself? Your family have to sell properties to send you away? Or is an escape route for you? Remember, this man promised security. Right now, some states in the north are still being captured. And it's not like he can't do anything about it. We know it's all corruption. It is because they have private mining. They have gold minings that they are protecting. They don't want us to pay attention. So they use banditry to distract us from the north so we can't hold them accountable. Your brothers and sisters in the north are uneducated, not because we don't have resources in Nigeria. It is because these people are wicked. Look at the north. Look at those children littered around the streets. Today, if you present your passport as a Nigerian, you're being stereotyped as a criminal. That is what your politicians have reduced us to. They are selfish. Very, very selfish. Today, we have our nurses and doctors leaving because they are underpaid. They are underpaid. There are Nigerians in UK suffering. They want to come back. We've not been censored since 2006. Why? They've lost count of young Nigerian youths that have lost their lives. We have those in Libya. Nigerian youths are not lazy. We've been exploited by our leaders. If someone would take the risk of crossing the Red Sea to survive, imagine what they would do if they are given the opportunity in their own country. Nigerian young women are being trafficked. An average